Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
Ryan Grant probably posted a career year in touchdowns as he netted 11 touchdowns overall. He got real hot down the stretch and really helped a lot of fantasy owners make the playoffs and do a lot of damage in the playoffs. For all Ryan Grant's success last year down the stretch, and he was good. The problem that I have with him is in 2008, he had that, in, I should say 2007, he really broke out for the Packers, especially down the back half of the season there, and he had a really big end of the year for fantasy owners, and Grant was the type of guy who was a definite second round pick going into 2008, and really he lulled that season. He only had a 3.9 yard per carry. He had 4 touchdowns rushing, and he had 1 touchdown catch. Here we go. We have 8 touchdowns in 2007 on that back end of the stretch. Really good. Second year, he's got that contract deal. He gets a little injured, and then all of a sudden only about 5 total touchdowns on the year, and he needed a lot more than that from a guy that was that highly picked and in a good offense. Now last year he got hot down the stretch. The first half of the year he was okay. He wasn't great, but it was that second half that really put it up for him. He ran for about 1,253 yards, so he didn't really, he wasn't a world beater in that category. It's still respectable though. He had 282 carries. So expect Grant to get somewhere around those type of carries this upcoming season. One area that I could see Grant being a little bit slow here early in the season is if they do decide to maybe use Brandon Jackson to help out complement him early on. Remember, Jackson had a good end of the season as well. He had a couple nice days in there to help with Grant in the production of running the ball. But at the end of the day, this is going to be Grant's show. The big question that we have, and we're not going to really know this until we get into the season, is are we going to see the 5 touchdown Ryan Grant, or are we going to see somewhere around double-digit touchdown Ryan Grant? There's the good and the bad, and if you're getting the good, then that's really nice. But for the production he put out last season, you're probably going to have to pay him, you're going to have to draft him, at a higher level because the value's there. So just keep that in mind when you have to select him, and if he's not getting it done for you, that could be a big problem.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy